YouTube family, what's going on? It's your boy Ty. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that may be new, welcome. Here I talk about fashion, fragrance, and a variety of different lifestyle topics. So do me a favor, if you're interested in that type of content, go ahead, consider subscribing, and then make sure you hit the bell to stay notified anytime I post any new content. And I'm excited for today, y'all, because I'm gonna give you my first thoughts on this one here. So we have Haramain's Amber Oud Dew by Night. So this is one that I've heard a lot of good things about. Very much so excited to, try it for myself first and foremost, but let you all know, my initial impressions on how this one smells, potential situations I see myself wearing it in, all the good stuff, right? So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So for anyone that has any of the Haramain Amber Oud fragrances, the presentation is very similar in terms of the box, except for here, of course, you get this deep blue, kind of purple color on the outside. Pretty nice there, and of course, opens up as so. And for what it's worth, this presentation is pretty nice, as all Amber Ouds are. Again, got that deep blue color on the bottle. Feels nice, especially like I said, for fragrances at this price point to get such a nice presentation. But let's get to the good stuff. What does this one actually smell like? Right, on a test strip first. Oh, okay. We'll let that sit for a second. And I'm also going to get some on skin as well. Let's do one spray. We'll do two. Let that sit. Okay, so it's been on my hand for a couple minutes now, y'all. The opening of this one, really nice. Smells good. It's definitely floral. I know there's rose in here. I don't know the full note breakdown, but you'd have to pick up on some of that rose, but you also get an additional sweetness. Not sure if it's a vanilla or anything like that, but definitely pick up on some sweetness in addition to that rose. You also do get a freshness, which is nice, right? So like a bergamot or like a citrus, orange, or something like that that's fresh, a little sweet as well. But this one smells really good. Off of the skin initially, in the opening, I really like what I'm smelling so far. For those of you that may not know, I've read many places that this one is supposed to be very similar to Santal's Arabian's Tonka, which is a fragrance really focused on that rose, oud, sweetness. I think you have sugar as a note in there. So off initial opening, I can say I definitely see the resemblance for sure. Except this one is a little fresher. It's a little lighter, a little fresher, and probably more wearable because of that, right? So it's been a while since I've smelled Arabian's Tonka, but this one definitely gives me more citrus freshness up top, and I actually prefer that. So really nice in the opening. Let's talk about how this one developed on my skin. So as we work through the mid, again, kept that freshness, still can get the rose and that sweetness. And then as it dries down, it's really all about, the rose that's still there. You get some amber, you get some saffron or some sort of, kind of deeper spice. And then you get some of the oud, right? But I have to say, again, especially for the price point, this one's blended pretty well because nothing is really jumping out more than the other. Just very smooth, but again, you can pick up on kind of more than anything that amber, saffron, oud, and of course that sweet rose. And all in all, y'all, this is a really nice fragrance and one that I'm really enjoying so far. Talking about the scent itself, y'all, this one is fire. Definitely checks the box for me. Smells really good. Again, think Arabian's Tonka, but with a twist. And I think I've seen another fragrance reviewer out there, Cubano, his fragrance channel. Check it out if you haven't already. He said this one reminds him of Arabian's Tonka mixed with Layton from Parfums de Marly. And Layton is one I have in my collection and one that is probably, one of my favorites, if not my favorite niche fragrance at the moment. But I can definitely see, where that, comparison comes from. Because again, Layton has that apple kind of vanilla vibe. And again, in the opening, I told you, you get kind of this fruity sweetness, but it plays really well with the rose. So definitely can see that comparison there, but all in all, more than anything, like I said, this one smells amazing, y'all. And in terms of when and where I will wear this one, definitely more evening, and I'd say more of a romantic, sort of sensual fragrance, right? So this one has that rose oud blend. You get the nice amber sweetness in there as well. So, anytime you're throwing on one of your favorite outfits and you're heading out with that special someone, or you're heading out alone, right? Just a a nice evening out, I think this fragrance works really well. And again, definitely has that romantic sort of sensual vibe to it. Okay, so moving into my final thoughts, y'all. This one is really nice. I really enjoyed this one so far. Again, Amber Oud collection, they really don't miss, so I'm not too surprised, but Amber Oud Dubai Night, definitely a nice one you might want to check out if you're looking for new rose, oud, ambery, you know, get that sweetness, of course. Looking for a fragrance kind of within that line, I would say give this one a try. Definitely one of the more wearable and enjoyable in terms of, you know, if you're someone just stepping into the world, enjoyable rose oud scent, so, or oud rose scent. So, you know, get your nose on it. If you're looking, like, sit in the market for something like that, I don't think you'll be disappointed. In terms of performance, of course, can't vouch for the longevity, but it's been on my hand for about an hour, a little over that now. It's definitely still projecting very well. I'd be very surprised if this thing didn't give you at least, I'd say 6+ hours, but of course, can't confirm that because this is kind of my first time getting it on skin, but I don't think performance is going to be a problem, at least not on my skin. And that's going to wrap up today's review, y'all. So first, I want to take a moment to thank you all for tuning in. Know that you could be doing anything else, but you decided to watch this video, and I really appreciate that. As always, leave me a comment below if you've ever tried Amber Oud Dubai Night. Let me know your thoughts, your experience, how that one's been working for you. Love to hear about it. And until next time, peace and love.